few gold blocks going out this morning, barley straw. There's not much of it around this year because it only grew about that high, and it's so thin with the drought. So that load's up one that we had a sort of spare, so that's off to I think it's going to a dairy farm. There's 35 bales on the back. I don't know what's on the front, but I think that's rape straw. It's not ours though, I don't recognise the string. Don't worry, got that from. But just chipping what greenway's coming over the weekend. We're done in 10 minutes. There's Christmas trees going in there as well. And then for the charity Christmas trees, I think they've done about £3 grand now. The lads that were collecting the Christmas trees for charity. Willowbrook Hospice are bringing something as well again, I think, today. So they've never brought something before, but they've been collecting them over the weekend. So, shoot them up for them this afternoon. It's light work, isn't it? Just looking at this Rolling spreader, it's not on very big tyres. Doesn't look quite as well made as the Richard Western either, and I don't like the way the lights are kind of exposed at the back. So I think the Richard Western is definitely the better one to buy. But it's definitely worth looking at this one anyway while I was here. And there's a snazzy fence, white fencing, white 724, which will, I don't know if it'll be a bit like a car where white can stay cleaner better. But I think I prefer them in forest green. Just loading all the parts into the spreader. It's off to pastures near into Wales, to Pembrokeshire, to its new home. Just at another field now. You've obviously got a footpath here. It's about 3 metres wide, and people are still walking on the field. But I think that was because the stones on this bit are probably uncomfortable on the feet, so they walked on the field. But now the field's got muddy here, and now coming back on the path. Adam's loaded the cherry picker on the low loader. You go sideways, it only does that. It's kind of pitches as you go up and down, and it's a bit of a horrible experience. When I load it, I turn the jib sideways like that, so that you just basically rock rather than getting like nearly catapulted. So it weighs about 8 tonne, that thing. It's unbelievable. It's just all steel. I was going to get a video of this loading it up, but Sam was that quick putting it on. I missed it. So this is loaded on now, on its way to Wales, Pembrokeshire, for Tom to play around with. Sort the gearboxes out, and he's got himself a cheap spreader. Smart wagon, blue box on the back. Send Tom a video. Good luck, Tom. Yard full of low loaders. Take the digger and the cherry picker up, take a grain bin down. Adam and Andrew have been taking the grain bin down. So I told them to cut it up like a cake into 4 slices, and then pull it out with the digger. They didn't. They did exactly the same as what I tried to do the other year, and take it out in one go and squash it up. Ended up with a massive freaking pile of steel in the yard that won't fit out the shed and down the yard. Cracked the hydraulic fitting off the digger at the same time, so we're going to go and get a fitting now, and then we can try and cut it up on the floor, which is now hard because it's a tangled mess rather than just nice straight pieces. And then we can get rid of it, and then we've got some more room in the shed for when they bring the sheep in. I never got a video, but there's a big round grain bin in there. See where it's been there. They pulled it out instead of cutting it up like a cake like I told them to. Pulled it out and then like rolled it into a ball. Well, obviously it's like a piece of paper. The more you fold it, the harder it gets. But luckily the digger's quite powerful. But the last one I took out with her, I ended up being stuck in the middle of the yard because I couldn't squash it any further. So I said cut it up first before you start. Anyway, they didn't, but at least they cut it up, chopped it up with the digger. Scratch it. Get the sheep set up in here now. Come in for lambing. The biggest thing. Straw left over. stopped at Rain Hill and it's gone dark. It doesn't look it on the phone, but it's completely dark compared to yesterday at 4:30 at Water Lane. And Andrew reckons that it doesn't go dark at Rain Hill as early as it does at Water Lane. Now I know they're only 4.7 miles in it, but I mean it's a bit odd. The cameras always seem to make it look lighter than it actually is, but it is quite dark now. I mean, you can see the lights on the tractors. Oh, you through the gate? Where's the feeder? Oh, over there. See the sheep mobbing her. First day today that the snow's actually melted on this field. It's been white over since, I don't know, before Christmas I suppose it was. It's because it's been in the shade, it's just not melted, but it's gone now. The sheep keep it really smart, looks like a bowling green. So there's 23 in this field. It's hard to see, I should have filmed them before it went dark. These are due to lamb end of February, so they'll be going in the shed soon where it's nice and warm. And someone just walked off over there because there's clearly not 23 there. Good of Andrew to pull over and let me past. Oh no, it's Adam. And he got stuck behind the tractor all the way down my own drive. Just had this box delivered, and it is postcards that we've had made for the tractor run. So half the profits from selling them will go to Alder Hay. If you want any, they're it's £10 for 10, because otherwise I don't add up with the postage. So let me know and I can sort it out. New muck spreaders here. A bit dark in the shed. Got the Richard Western in the end, matches the trailers after all. Looks to be better made than the Rolland. Rolland was probably a bit lighter, a bit less steel in it as well. Yeah, so pleased with it. Not used it yet, obviously. Probably put a board on it tomorrow, stop the top getting damaged. But they've actually thought about it, so the top bar there is actually triangle shaped, so no muck sticks on the top. So we'll have to look when we put the board on whether we replicate that or we just put a normal board on. I like the way when you open the back door, cover comes over the lights, covers them up, stops them getting splattered with muck. Otherwise, when you go down the road, no one can see your indicators. One slight problem, so no one's noticed when they PDI'd it, that one of the teeth's cracked, but I'm sure they'll send us one of them in the post. So there's a tooth missing off it. Balanced rotor, ladder on the side. It's a bit dark in it. Go back this side. But yeah, 2 marine chains, a bit like the other one for the bed chain. Box section, slats, nice and simple, easy to replace, and obviously cheap as well because there's no welding or making in them. Whereas the other one you had to make them and it took a bit of time. But no, looks good. So we'll get it in the workshop tomorrow, get it ready for work, and then hopefully we get some more frost and we can get on.